How's it going, guys and gals? This is Anthony, and we are back at it with episode number 4 of WWE2K25 MyRise Mutiny. As you saw last video, the NWO was brought back as a ploy to destabilize Mutiny, but R-Truth almost ruined the plan. And we successfully defended the NXT Unity Tag Team titles against Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins at Payback. And now we are on Maria's side of the story with um, with SmackDown. And I played a couple of matches live event matches off screen. And now if we win, we can unlock Chase Chase's My Faction card. So let's jump right in to do that. And remember, if you like this type of content, like, comment, share, and subscribe. So without further ado, let's jump right in.
Lined up a live event match that's gonna steal the show. Ready to take it?
Shut up, Troy. I don't even want to hear your voice, buddy. Like, little, shut up. No. Come on. Okay, so this idiot thinks he's Will Ospreay, and I don't. And I'm kind of a Will Ospreay hater, if I do say so myself. Let's go disaster kick. So there we go. Finito over.
Here is your winner, the Punisher, Maria Kennedy.
Now we can continue the story after unlocking Chase's My Faction card. There we go. Now, hey Nick, you doing good, buddy?
Ah, the hero of the moment. It's about damn time. Not quite the warm and fuzzy greeting I was expecting for someone who just signed here. What's going on?
After you and your partner struck the first blow against Mutiny by taking the Unity titles from them, I was hoping for more of the same here on SmackDown.
And that's what you're gonna get. We were all on the same page. What's with the attitude?
You haven't heard? We've lost the WWE Championship.
Somebody beat Cody? Oh, we must have been so focused on Becky and Seth that I missed that.
He didn't lose the title in a match. Mutiny stole it. Io Sky made off with one of our most prestigious championships in the midst of their most vicious attack yet.
If I'd have been there, I'd have stopped them.
Well, you weren't. And to make matters worse, Triple H is saying his hands are tied. So I've got a board who won't act, Cody in the hospital, a locker room in disarray, and no idea how we're gonna get the undisputed WWE title back.
I'll go take it from them. Mutiny is trying to wreck WWE's legacy one piece at a time. I'm not gonna let them get away with that.
You can't just waltz into the Performance Center and look for it. I have it on good authority that Io has taken the championship to Japan. So are you ready to fly halfway around the world on what could be a wild goose chase?
Hell yeah. Nothing like a 16-hour flight to enjoy some quiet time before I bring the chaos and take down Mutiny.
Okay, good luck. We'll be counting on you.
So Io went to Stardom? I guess, right? Isn't just a... Let me read.
Weren't you on SmackDown, like, last night?
Glad you're a fan, Paragon.
Well, I was mostly watching to see my favorite superstar, LA Knight. I love that guy. Just something about him reminds me of myself. But anyway, I'm guessing you're here in hot pursuit of a missing championship?
Could be. You have some intel?
Maybe. Can you get me LA Knight's autograph?
Sure.
Okay, great. Well, Io Sky showed up here last night with that title, and she wiped me out.
She beat you?
Like a drum. But then that wrestler Chosen from PWJ rolled up and put a whooping on the both of us.
Wait, Chosen beat up you and Io Sky?
What, beat us up? Hell no. He cleaned us out in a card game. Dude even took the WWE belt off of Io on the river.
Wait, now you were on a river?
It's a poker term. That's not important. Chosen won the belt, and then he and La Congrejita Loca went off to celebrate.
La Congrejita Loca from Lucha Magica? How did she get involved in this?
Locker room romances are a weird thing. If you want to get the story from the horse's mouth, Chosen was out in the arena parading around with the belt like he beat LA Knight for it. That would never happen. Guy is unstoppable.
I'm going to go have a talk with Chosen.
I think that means you're gonna jump him. You know, I'm supposed to team with him tonight.
Find yourself another partner.
You got LA Knight's number?
I love how Paragon is an LA Knight mark. That's what you get, buddy. Boom. There's no way, man. There we go. Knockout, knockout. Give me the title.
Chosen, I kicked your ass once, and unless you give me that stolen belt, I'll do it again.
I don't have your belt.
Paragon said you won it off EO in a card game.
I did. But then...
But then... what?
Then... the fire of my heart. The sun I orbit around. The one true love of my life. La Congrijita Loca. She took it with her to Mexico to remember me by.
You gave her the undisputed WWE Championship as a memento?
Yes. Now I have neither my title or my love.
You are ridiculous. It's obvious she didn't take the title to Mexico to remember you. She took it to defend it in a match.
It was... oh, a lie? No!
I guess I'm headed to Mexico. I really hope Aldous reimburses me for these flights.
Please tell her. Chosen still loves her.
You moron.
No.
I am the one true undisputed WWE champion, and I will defend my title against anyone from any promotion in a 2 out of 3 falls match at Arena Estatal in Mexico City, which it's technically Arena Mexico CMLL. Good timing. My flight lands just in time to beat your ass in front of your hometown for taking what doesn't belong to you. See you soon. WWE with the eyes. Come on. Nice combination. What? Come on, count it, ref, count it. STO. We've got the first fall. The title is back home, where it belongs, in the WWE. A WWE Women's Division Superstar competing for the undisputed WWE Championship at Arena Estatal in Mexico City? What is even going on here? That's what I like to know. Get well soon, champ. Thanks for the reply. Made my day. What a mark.
You can keep your so-called undisputed title. I knew it the second I held it. That is a bootleg replica belt.
Of course it is. Io didn't tell you. She took the real belt with her. I didn't see any harm in using the fake one I took from that egomaniac Chosen to sell at Arena Estatal. He is cute, though. And obsessed with me. Maybe Chosen's not so bad. What do you think?
I don't give a damn. Look, where did Io take the real WWE Championship?
The WWE archives.
The WWE archives.
You are Mutiny, see?
See, I'm Mutiny through and through. Just trying to keep it on the down low so I can really stick it to WWE when they least expect it.
Then you know Mutiny's taking the belt there to destroy it with everything else at the archives.
Everything?
When your friends erase the history of WWE forever, it will be a blow they will never recover from. You must be so disappointed to be missing the fun tonight.
So this is a reference. Let me explain. As you may know, Kevin Dunn's father worked with Vince Sr. back in the 60s and 70s producing the WWE shows. Back then, under Vince Sr., the company was known as the World Wide Wrestling Federation, and Kevin Dunn was the one that edited the shows. I mean, Kevin Dunn's father. Kevin Dunn was still like a teenager at the time. Or he wasn't even born, maybe he was a baby, I don't remember. But one day, something caught, I don't remember, something caught fire, and Kevin Dunn's father saved the wrestling tapes from being destroyed, because remember, back then the shows were taped, and then you gave the tape to the TV station and then they will air it. For example, that still happens today in Puerto Rico. That's how the wrestling shows are done. You obviously back then it used to be with the VHS. Now it's just the video is edited and then you send it to the TV station so they could air it. That's what WWE does when they do the international SmackDowns. That's what they've done lately with the international SmackDowns, because as you may know, in the US and Puerto Rico, we don't get SmackDown, the international SmackDown live on like all of the other countries that have SmackDown on Netflix. US and Puerto Rico don't have it on Netflix. So, but it's just an Easter egg from that moment.
I think I'll be there right on time.
Wolfgang Yoskai. and Fallon Henley. It's a monster truck. Oh hell yeah. I mean, you guys will not be hearing the song because it's gonna be copyright struck, but hey, this is so great with the song on. Sorry for spoiling your fun at the WWE archive, Io Sky. Now tell me where the undisputed WWE title is. It's the one thing I couldn't find in the wreckage after I took down you and your buddies. You want it? Face me and claim your worthless trinket. You got it, and I'm bringing a trinket of my own. NXT Immunity's Io Sky returns to SmackDown to face Maria Kennedy in the wake of their WWE Archives brawl. Will the undisputed WWE Championship come home with her? I sure hope so. Cody, don't worry. My Cuban Christ and my tribal chief, who hasn't appeared yet, my Cuban Christ and my tribal chief, don't worry about it. I'll bring the title home.
It looks like this superstar brought back a souvenir
Oh,
from
hell
the
yeah.
WWE archives.
The last time these two got their hands on each other, they almost tore the WWE archives down around them.
And the reaction to this superstar driving out in Stone Cold's monster truck just about tore the roof off this building. Let's see if the superstar can keep on trucking once the bell rings.
The time for talk is over. It's time to ring the bell.
A woman who's accomplished something incredible. 2 titles.
The NXT Women's title and the WWE title.
2 titles in hand.
All that work she put in has clearly paid off, and she's got both of those championships to prove it.
Yeah, but that's the old school NXT title because if you see, it still has like the 2.0 colors. And thank God that in a future patch update we'll get the new NXT titles that we've seen on TV since NXT went to the CW network. So at least that's something I really appreciate, that it's going to be on a free
And she
update
wants the whole world to know
instead of
both of
putting
these
in,
titles
you
belong
want
to
this
her.
title, pay X amount. Come on, buddy, ring the bell. Ring the bell. Come on.
Not going to be any question about who's champ after this.
Let's go.
Io Sky came this close to effectively erasing the history of WWE before the superstar stopped her. Tonight she'll attempt to finish the job by taking back the stolen WWE Championship.
It's not enough for Mutiny to throw the entire company into a civil war. Now they're actively trying to destroy our legacy.
And that's why we need superstars like this who give a damn
Come
about
on.
what made this business what it is today.
Look at, oh, man, good grief.
Turn your lights out. The challenger looked unhinged with an abs. Uh-oh! Somersault plunge out of the floor.
Took a massive risk, but it might have paid off.
Double axe handle smash.
Ooh. She dodges out of the way.
Could be thinking of high-risk offense here. Uh-oh. Back fist.
That was nasty.
Oh, she was ready with the counter. Oh, straight forearm.
She wants to seize the moment now, waiting on her opponent.
Oh, that got turned around on Sky. Both wrists captured and boom!
Oh,
Good knock.
beat trigger.
And right into the pin.
Uh-oh.
Could be in search of a second win now.
Oh, ouch. Eludes the attack.
She gets taken into the corner. Needs to get out. Uh-oh. Fends it off. Good counter.
Getting positioned on the top rope. Shove all the way to the outside.
We don't often see the champion get discarded that easily. Taking flight. Good Lord. Taking flight.
I can't believe what we just saw. I can't believe that didn't miss.
And she slides her back to the mat.
Ooh. Perched on the shoulders.
It just got as bad as it could for the champ.
Cody, your title is back with you, buddy.
Champion is officially crowned.
And with that victory, the undisputed WWE Championship belt is coming back to Raw and SmackDown, right where it belongs.
I don't know, Saxton. Right now, it looks like it might belong around that superstar's waist.
There's your title, Cody. Let's go. I cannot thank Maria Kennedy enough for bringing my undisputed WWE Championship back home, especially since it seems no one else in the corporate structure cares about a full-fledged mutiny. That's fantastic. Cody calling out Triple H without tagging him is funny. Maybe instead of coping in your hospital bed, you should just join NXT Mutiny. So even in the video game, they have a mark like talking about a Cody heel turn. Like, it's not gonna happen yet.
You're welcome.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Nick Aldis with the WWE title looks amazing.
Yes, thank you. You told me so. Any doubts I harbored about you and your partner have been assuaged and eliminated. Any other crow I should eat?
I feel like that was 2 buffet helpings at least. It did turn out to be a wild goose chase after all.
But you caught the goose and saved the legacy of this championship. Not to speak of the entire WWE Archives collection.
It's about time Mutiny got a taste of their own medicine.
I suppose my only small bone to pick is your theft of Stone Cold Steve Austin's truck for your entrance tonight.
I didn't steal it. I borrowed it. And I don't regret it either, because that entrance, that was badass.
I suppose the only thing I can say is... oh, hell yeah!
I mean, Nick Aldis does a pretty good tech setting. The way Mariah Kennedy handles my old truck, she should bring the old girl down to the Broken Skull Ranch and take her off-roading. Hell yeah! Soon as we get this Mutiny taken care of, I'm headed your way. What's next in the story?
I am pretty sure this is the worst jet lag I've ever had.
That's because you've been around the world in 80 hours.
Seriously, that was a globe-trotting adventure. It's wild that after all that, you won the title back on SmackDown.
I like hearing that. You won the title. I should definitely be listed in the undisputed WWE Championship lineage.
You're every bit as legitimate as Cody.
Hey, we're all on the same team now.
I know. Old rivalries are set aside while we all stand together against our common enemy.
So inspiring. We should hum a patriotic song while you talk.
We're not close enough for you to give me crap, kiddo. Besides, I am pretty damn inspirational.
The voice of the...
That is my line, and you cannot afford the royalties.
You'd be surprised.
Hold that thought. My phone's blowing up with some big announcement that Triple H just posted on social media. Let's watch it.
For the past 2 months, the WWE board has kept a close eye on the movement known as NXT Mutiny. As previously stated, we've taken a stance of neutrality. Our position has not changed, but I'm here to announce there will be a clear and definitive end to this conflict at Survivor Series. It will be Raw and SmackDown on one side, NXT Mutiny on the other, squaring off in a best-of-3 series of matches to determine the fate of WWE. If Raw and SmackDown win, they can return things to normal and decide to punish NXT Mutiny for their uprising. If NXT Mutiny wins, WWE might look a whole lot different. There may not even be a Raw or SmackDown anymore. We are prepared for any outcome because this truly is a new era of equal opportunity. I have one more announcement. Before Survivor Series at NXT No Mercy, there will be a special preview match for the Unity Tag Team Championships. On one side, it will be the current champs, and on the other, the former champions from NXT, Jacy Jayne and Lexis King. So Raw, SmackDown, NXT Mutiny, when it comes to Survivor Series with the future of WWE at stake, are you ready? I said, are you?
Whoa.
I'm so sorry for interrupting Triple H's big announcement, but I have my own to make. It's not going to be Jacy Jayne competing in the Unity title match, because we're initiating Freebird rules, and I'll be stepping in to make sure we take back what's ours. In fact, taking back the Unity titles is just the first step in taking back all of WWE and getting rid of the dead weight known as SmackDown and Raw. See you soon, dummies.
Are you serious? You know, it's one thing for Hunter to stay neutral, but now he's giving Mutiny a legit opportunity to take control of WWE? This guy's playing favorites. Hell, he might even be one of them.
Who knows at this point?
Fine. If Mutiny is doing Freebird rules for the preview tag match, then so can we. I want in.
You sure that's the right move?
I never got revenge for getting put on the shelf by the Unity champs. This way, I'll get my hands on Lexus King and the traitor who sent them after me.
Okay, you could take my place in the match, but I'll be out there in your corner to watch your backs.
Deal.
All that matters is we defend the titles. We're gonna need all the momentum we can get as we head towards Survivor Series.
Agreed. So let's not lose.
The archive job. I've got a bad feeling about this. Bold moves.
You ready for this, Punk?
I've been waiting for this since the moment all this mutiny stuff started. So yeah, I'm more than ready.
Not gonna lie, I'm jealous you two are going to get your hands on Bailey. Oh, I was looking forward to hitting her with our whirlwind splash.
At least you'll get to see Punk and I nail her with it from ringside.
I guess that'll do.
Let's stay alert out there. We're heading into enemy territory. Knowing Mutiny, anything can and probably will happen.
Got it.
All right, let's go put some idiots in their places.
Before we take over WWE at Survivor Series, thanks Triple H, we take back our NXT Unity Tag Team Championships tonight at NXT No Mercy. None of that is going to happen. We have faith in CM Punk and Mariah Kennedy to get the job done. Pulling for Team WWE, same. Let's set the tone headed into Survivor Series. You guys are going to be very disappointed. I don't know why, but I think CM Punk is Mutiny's leader. I don't know why I feel that way. And while everybody makes their entrance, I'll go to the bathroom.
It's the Unity champs, ready to show no mercy to their mutiny opponents.
It must not have been easy to step aside and allow another guy to defend the titles that you rightly earned.
Maybe it wouldn't have been easy for you, Corey, but that just shows the unique, dare I say, unity that this team has. It's the reason they've been so successful, and Mutiny has been running scared.
The Unity champs have a new face, but are hoping for the same old result when they defend their titles.
Like Mussolini and Kennedy.
And the
Come on, ring the bell.
Mutiny taking full advantage of Freebird rules.
Watching the Unity titles fall into their enemies' hands has been a black mark on Mutiny itself.
Not that you can tell with their predictably dark and cliched color scheme. Someone had to say it.
Bailey hopes your presence is enough to bring these NXT titles home.
I'll just say this. I envy Lexis King's, or as you may know him from before WWE, Brian Pillman Jr. I envy his beard. I mean, right now he may have the best beard in the business. Let's be honest here.
Contest is an intergender tag team match, and is for the NXT Unity Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the team of Lexis King and Bailey. And their opponents, the Punisher, Maria and CM Punk.
There you see what's at stake. The NXT.
The titles are on the line. Only thing that's left is ring the bell.
Mutiny thought they were being clever by substituting Bayley onto their team, but what's good for the goose is good
Come
for
on.
the gander.
The Freebird rule cuts both ways, Michael. Bayley and King
Wow.
are not prepared for an angry CM Punk.
Tonight's outcome will set the tone for Survivor Series, and therefore the entire future of WWE. The side kick finds the mark.
Ooh, sharp kick.
The challenger
CM Punk is stomping a mud hole on Lex's key.
All on the apron, lifting it up into the ring. Bam! Suplex.
The amount of force behind that is enough to knock a Irish
Let's
whip
go.
from Punk on Bayley.
And Punk follows it up with the knee.
And he nails
Oh
it.
God.
Vintage CM Punk.
This looks like it could be all over.
And there's the tag. We've seen the defending champs win matches with the whirlwind splash, and now it's CM Punk's turn.
Oh God, GTS, I knew it.
That just happened?
I can't believe this. CM Punk has sided with Mutiny?
This can't be happening right now.
It's over.
I knew it.
New Unity Tag Team Champions, all thanks to the shocking turn of one CM Punk.
And now CM Punk is directing Mutiny to attack the former champions. Punk was friends with these two. They trusted him. This is sick.
Honestly, with Punk's track record, we should have seen this coming.
We thought he was one of the leaders
I
in
mean,
WWE.
we need to remember CM Punk's promo in Ring of Honor. The greatest trick ever pulled
We could be
was
witnessing
making
the
people
beginning
believe
of
it
the
didn't
end for
exist.
WWE as we know it.
I hate to agree, Corey, but with CM Punk on their side, Mutiny now has all the momentum leading into the most important Survivor Series ever.
We are headed for dark times.
I've never been one to run from controversy. In fact, some people think wherever I go, I'm the source of it. So let's talk about why I'm here and how it happened. Buckle up. This story begins before I ever returned to WWE. Raw was in Chicago and my old friend Bayley invited me to stop by. Before I was asked to leave, Bayley and I reminisced about her time in NXT, which gave me an idea.
They're
If
using
I
Punk
was
going
going
to
to sign
Raw on
another
Chicago while
WWE
being under
contract, sure.
contract
I wanted a main event WrestleMania,
with
but that
AEW.
wasn't enough. I wanted to create real, permanent change, a legacy. After I signed, I went to the PC and met the men and women there. They had all the talent in the world, but once they left NXT, they were at the mercy of the corporate overlords who didn't give a damn about their stories, their abilities, or what they had done to get to that point. Year after year, NXT would build stars only to have them stolen by the so-called main roster and then tossed aside. If NXT management wasn't going to do anything about it, I was. NXT was the voiceless who needed my voice. With Bayley on board, we recruited Kevin Owens and the NXT roster and we started a movement. Powerful and permanent change. A legacy. And now with Triple H and the board's blessing, thanks, Paul! We not only have a seat at the table, but the chance to smash that table to pieces. It wasn't easy getting to this point. Friendships broken. Lies were told. Sacrifices had to be made. The night of the big invasion, I had to listen to the start of my own revolution as I lay on the concrete floor pretending to be a victim. All I could do was smile on the inside, knowing that my mutiny had begun. As that mutiny unfolded, I even had most of the locker room and the WWE Universe thinking Triple H was on our side. Crazy, right? Or is it? Unfortunately, for the plan to work, I couldn't be upfront with certain individuals. Namely, the now former Unity champions. When you were busy trying to start a new world order, who do you think riled up R-Truth and got the Raw and SmackDown rosters fighting each other? That would be me. I had you chase Io Sky all over the world just to have you end up destroying the WWE archives worse than Mutiny would have. At least you got some frequent flyer miles. You two used to date, right? Well, consider this a classic breakup. There were some lies, some cheating, and when I didn't need you anymore, I dumped your pathetic asses. Maybe someday you'll understand why I did what I did. But for now, just know that it was for the greater good. When Mutiny reaches its endgame, I will leave WWE not only better, but entirely different than it was when I arrived. And that's a change that was long overdue. So anyone else out there who's on the fence, I implore you to do what's right and get on board the NXT Mutiny Revolution now. Because after Survivor Series, you do not want to be on the wrong side of history.
So this is literally an AEW invasion
I wanted to
practically.
get the four of us together after everything that happened with Punk. How are you two holding up?
Not great. Definitely didn't see that one coming.
No one did. Punk had us all doubting Triple H. Turns out he was just trying to divert attention away from himself the entire time.
Punk said this was like a breakup, and it feels that way.
It reminds me of when we split up, actually.
But ultimately, you must have mended fences to get to this point, right?
Yeah, it took time. But eventually we realized we worked better as friends.
Well, I don't think we have a lot of time, unfortunately. But maybe you can use that experience. You don't need Punk. You never did. You have each other.
I guess you're right. But even though we have each other, we still need help if we're going to defeat Mutiny at Survivor Series.
I know you couldn't trust anyone in the locker room before, but now you don't really have a choice. And besides, in the time since Mutiny formed, certain individuals have proven their loyalty to our side. We should start there.
Keep in mind, these superstars will compete for us in the best-of-3 series. Everything is at stake, including our livelihoods and the future of WWE. So choose carefully.
Which brand do you want to go recruit first?
Let's go to the men's division.
I'll start on Raw, talking to superstars from the men's division.
Okay. You have our full support.
Wait, there's a version on the base roster of CM Punk with the Mutiny attire? That's awesome. Let's check out social media. Just when you think you have all the answers, we change the question. Who the hell you think you are, Roddy Piper? Wait, CM Punk is a liar who has no integrity? I'm shocked. CM Punk, holy, NXT Mutiny is definitely going to win at Survivor Series. Go to hell, CM Punk. That's it. That's the post. Damn. Kevin Owens. Me and CM Punk haven't always seen eye to eye, but this is bigger than any of that. It's time to follow his lead and make history in the name of NXT Mutiny. Even loss and betrayal can bring us awakening. Law, freebird rules, more like Punk rules. Welcome home to NXT Mutiny, CM Punk. Good riddance, CM Punk. Enjoy being on the losing side with NXT Mutiny. Bye. And new Unity champions, Bailey and me. Thanks for the assist, CM Punk. We are lucky to have you as the leader of NXT Mutiny. So let's see. We have Jey Uso, Drew McIntyre, Roy, and Seth freaking Rollins. Okay. Okay, since I'm gonna do 3 playthroughs to unlock everything, on this first playthrough, I'm gonna take people that hate CM Punk like Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. Look at Cody's attire. Damn. But that's gonna be it for next video. Guys and gals, remember, if you like this type of content, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as I always say, cherish beautiful moments with your families, create beautiful memories because life's too short, but those memories last a lifetime. As always, this is Anthony signing off. Bye bye.